All right, we got Illinois. Let's do some recruiting first, though. Let's try to get to the end. Cole Gonzalez, big hitter, goes to KSU. Okay. Do we have to make any moves? Not really. This Oregon guy. Okay, a little more of a buffer because of the scheduled visit. That'd be nice. We could also just sign like right now. That would be very nice. A whole lot of moves I can do here. Give this linebacker a nod. Also jump Iowa by giving in some money. So that's what we'll do. Against Illinois, what's the move? So, looking at the numbers, people are able to throw on Illinois, so that's what we'll do. And then they're pretty balanced. So it's mostly a question of what am I most afraid of on offense. I think we have to take a look at what they've got. This quarterback, it's not great arm strength. The running back's not very good. They got a deep threat. So we'll probably just take away the deep ball. And then do the deep ball ourselves. Since we can. I mean, we can really do anything we want here. We have a 30-point spread against Illinois. I hope to see double that. I'm thinking like 60-0. OSU fumble. Who? Cameron Richmond fumbles. Noted. We missed the field goal. We're only up 3-0. Return the fumble for a touchdown. Let's take a look at how that just happened. Damon Nichols. Linebacker. He sacked and also forced the fumble. I think the game does have a quirk where the fumbler always, the person who forces the fumble always picks up the ball. So that's whatever. We just casually scored. It's the second quarter. We scored again. 27-3 into the third quarter. Oof. That was like a little snake trail, the way that it went forward and then started coming back. We missed a field goal. Getting a little sick of how many field goals we keep missing in Sims. Huge play. I don't know what just happened there. 55-yard pass completion to Pollard. I think every time we watch the game, it's Pollard that impresses. Got these interesting team stats here on the right-hand side that I hadn't really noticed before. Mostly because I like to see the score above. I think there's like some layout things the developer could do in order to make the sim watch experience better and even the play calling experience better. I think we're just going to lock out a 40-3 game. Oh, we don't get the score. Check out what happened. We didn't run very well. French and Murphy actually looked a lot better than Brady. Baller had the big gain, but no one over 100 yards. Richmond, sorry, what I wanted to talk about is Fisher, right? So Fisher's supposed to be our All-American. He wasn't able to do what he normally is able to do. And Richmond did fumble. A sack for Nichols, a forced fumble for Nichols, a touchdown for Nichols. That might be, I think he's player of the game. Definitely think he's player of the game. Okay. So we can advance week. On to Maryland. One thing I was thinking about recently is how this game is able to sim let's say there's like 300 teams, so that means there's 150 games happening per weekish. And this game is able to sim all those games like so quickly within 30 seconds. It's pretty incredible. Plus, I don't really think I've noticed any bugs in the game, so it's just really well written code from a dev standpoint. It's performant and also performs cleanly. So we're ahead on most of these. This wide receiver, we could maybe try to target. How many wide receiver commits do we have? Only one. We need 5. We're falling behind this QB. I don't really want to get into that kind of game with you, Penn State. But if I don't, then I'm going to be playing the game against you, which maybe I'm okay with. What kind of quarterback is this? He's got really high IQ. So Jacob Burke is definitely going to be someone for the stories. Most likely we're not going to get him just because I don't really feel like pursuing him for a ton of money. Definitely have it, so I could if I wanted to. Let's look at the other quarterbacks that we've been looking at. Maybe I'd be stupid not to go after this guy aggressively. Let's do like 2 million. Penn State threw 7 million at this guy, but we have such a large lead. So let's like throw 3 million. I mean, if I don't get him, then I'm versing him. And this guy's going to be just insane. Plus I had all that money from last year that I didn't really use. My school's already good. I'm just going to slowly convince myself, let's just make it even, above a 1,000. All right, now I'm kind of in a spending mood. So if there's a player that I need to go after, I'm going to go after. This guy is not going to Michigan. Nuh-uh. How much is Michigan invested? Michigan's invested a lot of money. I mean, all these teams are trying to catch up to us. I'll kind of undershoot. If we lose this player, I want to make a note of that. Just for the stories, Edgar Swift gets his revenge, when we didn't pay him kind of deal. I don't even know if recruits are able to get money. That's what receiver we're probably going to lose. I mean, we've at least got 3 wide receivers that we're probably going to get. So I think we're done throwing the money around. Yeah. Okay. So Maryland cannot stop the run. Thank you. And which reminds me, we need to substitute our running back out. And maybe their run game is a little better. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. 4.4 yards per carry. Let's take a look at their quarterback. Oh, he's injured. It's already over. So we will focus on running and stopping the run. And in terms of recruiting, we just have an action that we can use. Okay. Well, let's use an action. Do I need to be looking for a backup QB? Probably not. I guess we just throw a defensive look at a receiver. So not a defender higher up. There isn't. Feels a little silly. It's not the most cost-effective thing to do. But maybe we're not really looking for cost-effective and just trying to keep our lead, so that's fine. All right. We're favored by 21.5 points. Maryland got intercepted. Holy shit. On the goal line. That's by Eric Blackburn. That's a guy who I'm pretty sure got promoted just for more play time. So that's cool to see. I think those two big plays in order for us. A fumble. Man, our defense is good. Our defense doesn't really play that well when I'm calling, which maybe is on me for calling. So forced fumble by Damon Nichols. Huge play. We're able to punch it. We're able to kick a field goal. That's points. This game just gets away from them immediately if we score. And we score 17-0. At this point, you just go back to your dorm. If you're a Maryland fan, and if you're a Buckeye fan, you probably just head to the parking lot so you can leave early. Beat the traffic out of Baltimore. Miss a field goal, 24-0. Is it another scoreless game for our opponent? It's kind of the goal now. Interception down in the red zone. That's crazy. And then, okay, cool. So we got a Griffin French touchdown. I forgot to substitute out Jason Murphy, which I should have done. So we'll do that a little late here. And then we'll just keep these two. Let's look how many touches Murphy had. So he had 4 touches. French is destroying the game right now. And the cool thing is we'll just be able to see more French. $38-0 here in the third. Another touchdown. Make a field goal, so it's not going to be scoreless. Good for them. We got the second stringers in. They're letting up some big plays, but it doesn't matter. Interception. We can check that later. Just kind of want to close up this game, keep moving through the season because we do the box score recap anyway. So we threw very well. French had a monster game. He stepped up for Brady not doing so great, and Murphy obviously being injured. Fisher put up 80. He's not really putting up huge numbers where I think he'll actually win any awards, like big awards. He'll probably get all conference still, but not like some big award. Angel Brown gets a sack, 2 tackles for a loss. Townsend, the one, Malik, who's a starter who's currently like 34th or 4th or 5th in the depth chart, just so that we avoid injury to him. Got an interception. 2 sacks for Joshi. Forced fumble by Nichols, which we mentioned. And an interception by Blackburn. And interception by Shaw. Good game. Now, fingers crossed that having Jackson in the game for a little bit won't come back and make his injury more severe. I think by substituting mid-game, I probably avoided that being a problem. Also, Emmanuel Brady had 4 touchdowns running. So that's good. We get this Emmanuel Hill, wide receiver. We're 2 out of 4 now. 2 out of 5, sorry, for our needs. We lose a kicker, but we don't care because we have an A+ kicker. That's like 70 overall. We also lose a wide receiver to Oregon. Yeah, Oregon and I don't know why. But there's a little competition there for wide receiver right now between the two of us. It looks like they won. So as OSU, we're close on a lot of these players. I keep putting more money towards Jacob Burke. I really don't think having this player go to PSU is a good idea. Penn State is throwing cash, though. $7.5 million to try to get this guy. And we're just getting closer to like his actual evaluation of $5.2 million. Just going to throw an extra 100 to make sure that this Swift guy doesn't go to Michigan. Elliott Kale. I'm not going to throw any money at you. What are the gains? 500. So maybe we can leapfrog for Texas. That's all I'm really looking for. I'll just give you an extra 100. Did UMD give me money? UMD's giving some money. All these schools are giving money. It's cool to see. Extra. Bring it up to $1 million. Definitely more spending than last year. And actually, I think it'd be stupid to pay for a B level O lineman like that. We might not get a Marion Horn. We're kind of behind on Smart. I don't think we had that many more looks at D-line. Yeah, so there's only one more that we were looking at. We can check out how good that player is supposed to be. Oh, it's just Horn. Okay, there's some 3 stars behind. Okay. It's also Jimmy. If we get Jimmy, then life is good. And we'll probably get Jimmy. So I think we just stay where we're at. And then what about O-line? We need 2 O-linemen. At O-line, we're not really trying here. We also can't really switch up anything because we're just behind on everything. Maybe we go for Everett, but PSU probably gets Everett. If I go with you, I'm still behind. So really we should just fight for Porter. But this is a B lineman. I don't know, we'll go up to 990, I guess. Okay, Indianapolis. We can do whatever we want. Also, we'll run. Like, just control the clock. And then they're passing more. The running back's doing decent. I see a deep threat, so I already know. I'm just taking that away. See ya. We have one more action, so we will actually try going for Everett. We're just a little behind. Let me swap out some defender. Not a great defensive class, which is weirdly a problem since all my bonuses are for defenders. I'd rather just go for this cornerback, I think. We need 1. Okay. Let's see if we can get plus 30. We are driving. Interception. Check later. Touchdown. If they don't get the ball past our half, by half, That'd be a cool little achievement. We've got backed up, but we force a fumble. So fumble, interception. And our offense, outside of one drive, just looks really efficient. Look at our guys go. How is this an OSU game with only rowdy home field advantage? See this right here? That's another interception, by the way. Our fans just not showing up because we keep blowing teams out. All right. This is just unfair. Yeah, the first half of the season was more interesting. And that was, I mean, we didn't lose. They were close games, but we didn't lose. Ooh, we threw a pick, but this is the backup. 66-0. I didn't even see that until just now. Okay, let's see what happened here. So Moore threw an interception. Askin threw 5 touchdowns. Had a perfect game. Brady ran for 240 yards, which is ridiculous. That is insane. In French, 118. Every receiver looks like they had a field day. Pollard caught 3 touchdowns. Fumbled by Miles. Let's look at the defense, though. So what was happening here? Clark had 5 tackles for a loss. That is insane. I think he might have actually had a game also where he had 5 tackles for a loss that I didn't really catch. 2 interceptions by Hawthorne, one of our top 2 cornerbacks or safeties. Ryder Graham finally gets an interception. Another pass defense to pad the stats. A forced fumble by Larson. You know, some of the guys that I've been mentioning. And then another one by McCray. This is a new one coming onto the screen. But some of the guys that I've been saying their names, I continue to say week after week. And that's cool to see. That's definitely very cool to see. Larson's definitely a big name. Clark is a big name on our team defensively. So Pollard's injured, and we get invited to the Big Ten Conference Championship. Massive. Some records broken. Ezra Hawthorne, 2 interceptions. So our Big Ten game will be against Minnesota. I'm going to stop here. I'll probably do the recruiting off screen too. And obviously the goal is just to win week after week. National championship is finally coming up.